The holiday season is here, and with it comes the temptation to splurge. Let's face it, we've all been there, overspending on gifts, travel, and entertainment, all in the name of making this time of year special. But what if I told you that you could have a more fulfilling holiday without the stress of financial regret? You see, money doesn't have to be the Grinch that steals your joy. In fact, making smart money moves can actually boost your holiday experience. Picture this: instead of stressing about your credit card bill come January, you're starting the new year with a sense of accomplishment, knowing you've nailed your budget and still had an amazing time. Sounds too good to be true? Well, it doesn't have to be. With a few simple strategies and a solid money mindset, you can make your money work for you this season without missing out on the fun. The trick is all about balance and planning. It's not about depriving yourself of the things that bring joy, but rather setting yourself up for financial success so you don't regret your holiday spending later. And trust me, it's easier than you think. Whether it's setting up a holiday budget, taking advantage of discounts, or using cashback rewards, there's a smart money move for every aspect of the holiday season. So, if you're ready to make this holiday season a little more financially savvy, stick with me. I'm about to show you how to make smart moves that will keep your wallet healthy and your holiday spirit high. Let's dive in. Create a holiday budget and prioritize needs over wants. As the holiday season approaches, it's easy to get swept up in the excitement of gift giving, trips, and entertainment. But here's the deal: without a clear holiday budget, things can quickly spiral out of control. Dave Ramsey, a financial guru, is known for saying, "If you don't tell your money where to go, you'll wonder where it went." And trust me, that's something you don't want to experience. So, grab a pen and start setting your budget. Break it down into categories like gifts, food, travel, and entertainment. You'll be surprised at how much peace of mind it brings. Now, let's talk priorities. The holidays are all about spending time with loved ones, not about overspending on stuff that'll collect dust in a few months. You might be tempted to splurge on the latest gadgets or extravagant decorations, but take a step back and ask yourself, do I really need this, or am I just trying to keep up with the crowd? Smart money moves start with prioritizing needs over wants. So, make sure your essential expenses, like travel, meals, and gifts for immediate family, are covered first before you start throwing your cash around on non-essentials. Here's a pro tip: once you've got a solid budget in place, stick to it. It's tempting to veer off course when you're out shopping, especially with all those flashy holiday sales. But remember, sticking to your plan will help you avoid that post-holiday regret. And don't be afraid to make adjustments as needed. Maybe you initially planned to spend $200 on gifts, but after checking out your budget, you realize you need to cut it down to $150. That's okay. Flexibility is key, but always stay within your overall limit. This whole budgeting process doesn't have to be a drag either. In fact, it can be kind of fun once you see how much control you have over your money. Imagine this: if you manage to stick to your budget this year, you'll not only finish the holiday season feeling great, but you'll also have more cash left over for investing in your future. You'll feel empowered knowing that you're making smart decisions for your financial future. And trust me, this type of financial discipline carries over into every area of your life. Ready to kick things off the right way? Now that you've nailed down your budget, let's dive into the next step: taking advantage of those epic holiday sales and discounts. But don't just grab anything off the shelf. Let's talk strategy. Stay tuned for the next part. Take advantage of holiday sales and discounts. When it comes to holiday shopping, let's be real, there are tons of sales and discounts everywhere, and it can be overwhelming. But here's the secret: to truly make the most of these deals, you need a plan. Gene Chatsky, a financial expert, once said, "Black Friday and Cyber Monday are great for planning purchases. but do your homework to make sure you're getting the best deals. That's your golden rule right there. Do your research ahead of time and stick to the items that are genuinely worth it. This isn't the time to get carried away with impulse buys. Here's where having a list becomes a game changer. Trust me, when you're in the middle of a sale, the excitement can trick you into buying things you don't need. So before you start shopping, sit down and write out exactly what you're looking for. Stick to that list like your financial future depends on it, because, in a way, it does. Whether it's a new laptop, a smart home device, or just a few cozy sweaters, know what you're hunting for and don't fall for those buy now temptations. Think about it. When you shop strategically, you're not just saving money in the short term. You're also getting more value for your money in the long run. Imagine scoring a 40% discount on a gift that you would have spent full price on. That extra cash you saved? You could be putting that towards something even more important, like investing in your future or building up your passive income stream. It's all about thinking smarter, not harder. Now, here's a little hack. Check out some price comparison tools and apps to make sure you're really getting the best deal. You know, sites like Honey or Camel that help track price drops. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. By comparing prices before buying, you're ensuring that every dollar you spend is working hard for you, rather than the other way around. So, now that you've nailed your holiday shopping strategy, what's next? Well, it's time to think ahead, way ahead. Let's start talking about how to prepare for next year's holiday season by building a sinking fund. You'll be so glad you did. Stay tuned for the next step. Take advantage of holiday sales and discounts. When it comes to holiday shopping, let's be real, there are tons of sales and discounts everywhere, and it can be overwhelming. But here's the secret. To truly make the most of these deals, you need a plan. Jean Chatzky, a financial expert, once said, Black Friday and Cyber Monday are great for planning purchases, but do your homework to make sure you're getting the best deals. That's your golden rule right there. Do your research ahead of time and stick to the items that are genuinely worth it. This isn't the time to get carried away with impulse buys. Here's where having a list becomes a game changer. Trust me, when you're in the middle of a sale, the excitement can trick you into buying things you don't need. So before you start shopping, sit down and write out exactly what you're looking for. Stick to that list like your financial future depends on it, because, in a way, it does. Whether it's a new laptop, a smart home device, or just a few cozy sweaters, know what you're hunting for and don't fall for those buy now temptations. Think about it. When you shop strategically, you're not just saving money in the short term. You're also getting more value for your money in the long run. Imagine scoring a 40% discount on a gift that you would have spent full price on. That extra cash you saved? You could be putting that towards something even more important, like investing in your future or building up your passive income stream. It's all about thinking smarter, not harder. Now, here's a little hack. Check out some price comparison tools and apps to make sure you're really getting the best deal. You know, sites like Honey or Camel that help track price drops. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. By comparing prices before buying, you're ensuring that every dollar you spend is working hard for you, rather than the other way around. So, now that you've nailed your holiday shopping strategy, what's next? Well, it's time to think ahead, way ahead. Let's start talking about how to prepare for next year's holiday season by building a sinking fund. You'll be so glad you did. Stay tuned for the next step. Set up a sinking fund for next year's holidays. Now that you've got your holiday shopping under control, let's talk about setting yourself up for success next year. No more last-minute stress or scrambling for funds when the holidays come around. Susie Orman, a wealth advisor, suggests putting aside a set amount each month in a separate savings account. That way, you're spreading out the cost, making it way easier on your wallet when December rolls around. Sounds simple, right? That's because it is. So, how do you actually start? The first step is to figure out how much you want to spend next year. Think about gifts, travel, and those little extras. Let's say your total holiday budget is $1,500. Break it down. $1,500 divided by 12 months means you'll need to save $125 a month. Not too bad, right? In fact, it's way more manageable than scrambling at the last minute and throwing everything on a credit card. Trust me, this little habit will save you tons of stress later on. And here's the kicker. When you save for next year's holidays, you're setting yourself up for a smoother financial future, too. Building this fund creates a mindset of long-term thinking. Instead of being caught off guard, you'll approach the holidays with confidence, knowing that you're in control. Plus, once you get in the habit of saving, you might find yourself putting aside money for other big events, like vacations or even investments. It's all about cultivating those smart financial habits that make life easier. But here's the secret most people don't know. This fund doesn't have to be limited to just the holidays. Think about using this strategy for other annual expenses, car repairs, home maintenance, or even yearly subscriptions. By creating these little sinking funds for big, predictable costs, you're turning them into manageable, bite-sized chunks instead of overwhelming lumps of money. You'll feel more in control, and your finances will be way less stressful. Now that you've got the sinking fund set up, it's time to move forward with more ways to keep your finances balanced during the holiday season. But before we dive into gift alternatives, think about how this approach can extend to other areas of your life, like your investments or savings. This is only the beginning. Consider gift alternatives that don't break the bank. When it comes to holiday gift giving, we all feel the pressure. But what if I told you that some of the best gifts you can give don't have to cost a dime? Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors of all time, is known for valuing meaningful relationships over material goods. In his own words, the best gift you can give is your time. And that's something we can all give without draining our wallets. Consider this. Instead of spending hundreds on gadgets or clothing, think about giving experiences. Take a weekend road trip with your best friends, organize a game night with family, or even share a homemade meal. These experiences create memories that last a lifetime, and they don't come with the hefty price tag. And here's the thing, when you focus on meaningful moments instead of material things, you'll notice your relationships becoming deeper and more fulfilling. If you're feeling crafty, another great alternative is handmade gifts. There's something special about giving a gift that's made with love and effort. Whether it's a knitted scarf, a hand-painted mug, or even a homemade jar of jam, your creativity will shine through, and the recipient will appreciate the thoughtfulness. Plus, DIY gifts show you care and put more value in the connection, not the price. Now, let's talk about how these alternative gifts can benefit your long-term financial habits. When you give more thoughtfully, you'll start to realize how little material things actually bring lasting joy. This mindset shift can carry over into other areas of your financial life. It helps you focus on value and meaning rather than instant gratification, making it easier to save, invest, and build wealth over time. And who doesn't want a mindset that leads to financial freedom? And, of course, the best part of all this? It's completely in line with your financial goals. By keeping things simple, you're not just saving money, you're investing in your well-being and the connections that truly matter. So, as you plan for next year's holidays, keep in mind that your wealth isn't just measured by your bank account, it's measured by the richness of your relationships and the quality of your experiences. Be mindful of travel costs. Traveling during the holidays can be a real financial challenge, especially when prices seem to skyrocket just as you're planning your getaway. But here's the thing, if you plan ahead, you can actually save a lot. Financial expert Clark Howard recommends starting your travel planning at least 6 weeks ahead. This gives you the time to compare dates, find the best deals, and even consider alternative routes or transportation methods. It's all about being strategic. One of the best ways to save on travel is by avoiding peak holiday rushes. If you can, try to travel a few days before or after the holiday. Everyone else will be scrambling for flights on Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve, but by being flexible with your dates, you can save big. For example, flights that leave the day before Thanksgiving or right after Christmas can sometimes be hundreds of dollars cheaper than those on the holiday itself. Also, don't forget about the power of rewards programs. Many airlines and hotels offer loyalty programs that can help you rack up points toward free flights or discounted stays. If you've been traveling for a while, now's the time to cash in on those points. But if you haven't, consider signing up for these programs now so you can start building those rewards for future trips. It's a great way to reduce costs and make your travel feel a little more affordable. Now, if you're trying to make the most of your travel budget, don't overlook other options like road trips or train travel. Depending on where you're going, these alternatives might offer a more affordable or even a more enjoyable option. Road trips, for example, give you the flexibility to make your own schedule, and if you're traveling with family or friends, you can split the costs to make it even cheaper. Plus, you get to enjoy the journey, not just the destination. But here's the big picture. Planning your travel thoughtfully doesn't just save you money for the holidays, it's a skill that translates into better money management overall. When you're mindful of your travel expenses, you're also practicing the art of budgeting, prioritizing, and making intentional financial decisions. So why not take the time to start planning your next trip? It's one more step toward mastering your money mindset and taking control of your financial future. Use cash or debit cards to limit spending. The holidays are notorious for encouraging overspending, but one simple trick to avoid breaking your budget is to ditch credit cards and stick with cash or debit cards. Financial expert Robert Kiyosaki highlights the importance of seeing how much you're spending by using cash. When you hand over cash or use a debit card, it's harder to ignore the reality of your spending. You see the amount leave your account or wallet, which can serve as a strong reminder to stay within your budget. One of the best things about using cash is that it helps you stick to your planned holiday budget. If you've set aside a certain amount for gifts, travel, or entertainment, paying with cash forces you to stop once you've reached your limit. There's no charge it now, pay later mentality, everything is in real time. Plus, there's no interest to deal with, which means no nasty surprises down the line. When you use cash, you also gain more awareness of your spending habits. You might find yourself thinking twice before purchasing an impulse item. How many times have you grabbed something off the shelf just because it was on sale? When you pay with cash, that moment of hesitation is often enough to rethink the purchase. If you know your funds are limited, it helps to align your actions with your goals for the season. Debit cards, on the other hand, offer a similar benefit while also allowing you to earn rewards or cash back. However, the key is discipline. If you choose to use a debit card, make sure you're only spending what's in your account, and keep a close eye on your balance. Unlike credit cards, there's no risk of accumulating debt, but the temptation to splurge can still be there. The key is to treat your debit card like cash, spend only what you can afford. Ultimately, using cash or debit cards is about staying conscious of your spending and taking control of your financial decisions. It's a small, practical step that can have a big impact on your holiday budget. And once you make it a habit, you'll find yourself making smarter, more intentional decisions year-round. So, next time you're about to swipe that credit card, ask yourself, do I really need this? Or is it just another impulse? Take advantage of cashback and rewards programs. When it comes to holiday shopping, who doesn't love getting something back for all those gifts, travel expenses, and festive treats. That's where cashback and rewards programs come in handy. As financial expert Ramit Sethi advises, rewards programs can be a game changer if used the right way. The key here is to make sure you're paying off your balance in full every month to avoid high interest charges. If you're not carrying a balance, why not enjoy those extra perks? Cashback programs are especially appealing because they provide instant gratification. For every dollar spent, you get a percentage back. Imagine using your credit card for holiday shopping, and then a few weeks later, getting that sweet cash rebate. It's like getting a mini bonus for spending money you were going to spend anyway. But the trick is not to let the rewards fool you into overspending. Just because you get a percentage back doesn't mean you should buy things you weren't planning to purchase. Rewards programs aren't just limited to credit cards either. Many stores have loyalty programs where you can earn points or discounts for every dollar spent. For instance, if you're an Amazon shopper, their rewards program offers discounts on future purchases or even free shipping. You can also find similar programs for grocery stores, restaurants, and even gas stations. So, while you're out buying gifts, why not rack up some rewards for your future needs? The best part about cashback and rewards is that they can offset some of your holiday spending, freeing up extra cash for savings or other investments. But keep in mind that rewards should enhance your spending, not dictate it. If you're constantly chasing after rewards, you could end up in a cycle of unnecessary purchases. So, remember to use these programs strategically, not as a reason to splurge on things that don't add value to your holiday experience. By using cashback and rewards programs wisely, you're taking a smart, proactive approach to your holiday finances. Not only do you save a bit of extra cash, but you're also putting your money mindset to work by turning everyday purchases into opportunities to grow your financial health. It's one small step for your wallet, but a giant leap for your overall financial strategy. Now that you have all these smart money moves under your belt, the question is, will you take action? The holidays are the perfect time to put these strategies into practice, but only if you commit. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement and forget the bigger picture, but remember, your future self will thank you for the decisions you make today. So, ask yourself, are you ready to create a financial plan that lets you enjoy the season without the aftermath of stress and debt? If you're truly ready to take control of your finances and create lasting wealth, not just for the holidays, but for the long run, there's one more thing you should consider. I've put together something special, a comprehensive guide to balance your mind and your finances, so you can truly transform your life. It's called Holistic Health. Nourish your mind, balance your finances, transform your life. Trust me, this material could be the key to unlocking the next level of your financial journey. So, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to keep learning and growing with us. And for those who are ready to go even deeper into mastering their mindset and finances, check out the material in the pinned comment below.